tea is a complete beverage, which means that it contains all the necessary enzymes and amino acids for human absorption. Furthermore, green tea is a natural source of fluoride. In fact, the only element in green tea that isn't absorbed by your body is water. Let's explore some more. The Japanese have been drinking green tea since the 12th century, and modern research has found that they enjoy some of the longest lifespans in the world. The Japanese are famously healthy people who have fewer heart attacks, cancer, diabetes, etc., than most other populations. What accounts for this long lifespan? And what's their secret to health? The answer is green tea, which is regularly consumed by the Japanese. In fact, they have been doing so for many centuries. In recent decades, however, Western health researchers began to understand that green tea has some exceptional benefits, which account for the long lifespans of the Japanese people. The first surprising discovery was that in spite of their high-fat diet, the Japanese people have low rates of heart disease. The explanation seems to be that green tea prevents LDL cholesterol from being oxidized. Given this observation, researchers decided to test the anti-cholesterol properties of green tea by giving people high concentrations of green tea polyphenols via supplements or via drinking large amounts of green tea. The result was that LDL cholesterol levels were significantly decreased, by an average of 10%, and HDL, the good cholesterol, levels were increased. Furthermore, blood sugar levels also fell in the subjects who drank green tea or took supplements. As a side note, green tea does not lower cholesterol because it contains caffeine, but rather because it contains antioxidants called catechins. Green tea also does not raise blood pressure, contrary to other reports you might have read. Another benefit of green tea is that it reduces the risk of cancer. But wait. You say. I thought caffeine was bad for me. How can I avoid getting cancer if caffeine is a carcinogen? It is true that caffeine can cause cancer, but only if it is consumed in large quantities, over 1 to 2 grams per day. For Americans who drink coffee or caffeinated beverages, this amount of caffeine would be hard to ingest unless you drank 40 cups of coffee at once, and even then it might be difficult. However, if we think about the Japanese and look at their average consumption of caffeine, we will notice that even though they drink plenty of green tea, one of the strongest caffeinated beverages on earth, they do not suffer from heart attacks or cancer as much as Americans. It is now thought that this is because of the minor amount of caffeine plus a major amount, by weight, of catechins in green tea. A third benefit associated with drinking green tea is that it seems to help with weight loss. But wait. I've heard before that caffeine speeds up your metabolism and helps you lose weight. How can we believe those studies when clearly massive amounts of coffee aren't helping us? Well, actually, these studies were well controlled and scientifically valid, but as we now know, the problem wasn't that caffeine speeds up your metabolism, which, by the way, it doesn't, but that green tea does it much better. A study was done with green tea extract to see if it affected two enzymes that break down fat, lipase and hormone-sensitive lipase. The result was a mild increase in both enzymes. This means that you can burn more fat around your belly and around your thighs. Sounds like a good deal to me. Another benefit of drinking green tea is skin health. Green tea contains EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, which helps prevent sun damage from ultraviolet radiation. Green tea applied topically can reduce your risk of skin cancer, and also make your skin smoother. The final benefit is that green tea reduces fatigue. We all know how some people, which I consider myself to be one, feel after having too little REM sleep. They are grumpy and fatigued. Well, it turns out that green tea can increase the duration of deep sleep or REM sleep in humans. This means that you'll wake up feeling more refreshed. For optimal health benefits, ingesting 3 cups of green tea per day. It doesn't take much effort to accomplish this. Simply replace your usual coffee with green tea, and try sweetening half as much if you normally do so with sugar or cream/milk. That's it. Enjoy the new energy you'll experience and the lower risk of cancer, heart disease, and premature aging. Also, drink 1 cup 30 minutes before working out to gain the benefits of increased fat oxidation for more efficient workouts. How does green tea promote health? By Ryan Andrews. Green tea has been used for thousands of years not only as a simple beverage but also as herbal medicine. It was once believed that it promoted longevity, mental awareness, and overall health since people who drank green tea regularly were noted to be healthier than those who didn't drink any green tea. Now that science has matured a bit, we know that the health benefits of green tea are due to a few key components, which provide us with more information on how exactly it can help protect our bodies from disease and damage. In this article, I will go over 3 of the many benefits of green tea: caffeine content, catechin/EGCG, and weight loss promotion. Caffeine content. The most widely known benefit of ingesting any type of caffeine is increased energy, though you may not feel like it at times if you already drink excessive amounts. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in neurons, which makes them unable to detect adenosine, therefore they cannot tell when they are getting tired or need to rest. Caffeine also stimulates the release of dopamine and serotonin, which make you happy and relaxed, respectively. These effects help improve brain function and mood, as well as reduce fatigue. Catechin/EGCG. Green tea is also known for containing catechin called epigallocatechin gallate or EGCG. In studies on mice that were exposed to ultraviolet radiation, those that drank green tea prior to being exposed had less skin damage from sunburn than those that did not drink green tea before being exposed. This means that drinking green tea regularly will protect your skin against harmful UV rays from sunlight. A study was done with green tea extract to see if it affected enzymes that break down fat, lipase and hormone-sensitive lipase. The result was a mild increase in both enzymes. This means that you can burn more fat around your belly and around your thighs. Sounds like a good deal to me. Green tea has been shown to reduce fatigue as well, making it a great boost for those who have trouble staying motivated during the day. We all know how some people, which I consider myself to be one, feel after having too little REM sleep. They are grumpy and fatigued. Well, it turns out that green tea can increase the duration of deep sleep or REM sleep in humans. This means that you'll wake up feeling more refreshed. Weight loss promotion. For optimal health benefits, ingesting 3 cups of green tea per day. It doesn't take much effort to accomplish this. Simply replace your usual coffee with green tea, and try sweetening half as much if you normally do so with sugar or cream/milk. That's it. Enjoy the new energy you'll experience and the lower risk of cancer, heart disease, and premature aging. Also, drink 1 cup 30 minutes before working out to gain the benefits of increased fat oxidation for more efficient workouts. Conclusion. In short, green tea is a rich source of caffeine and antioxidants that promote health and protect the body from damage. Those who drink green tea regularly are less likely to be overweight, and it also contains caffeine that can increase fat burning for those looking to lose weight. Green tea is a great beverage to drink, and there's no reason not to start today.